My worst decision in real life. Well, that would be living.
I cheated on a boyfriend in 4 years.
Not wrapping it up enough.
So you guys familiar with the app Tinder? Yeah? Okay, cool.
My step cousin is a stripper, right?
Drinking.
Talking to this 12-year-old.
My grandfather, he had cancer and was in the hospital. And one time we went to visit him, and when we went to leave, he asked for a hug, but I was too scared because, like, I don't know, I just knew that he was sick. I was like, yo, if I hug him, will I get sick? And he had all this machinery, so I didn't hug him. And then that was the last time I saw him, so I kind of like always regret that.
Probably picking up this game. It's like a double-edged sword, bro. Like it's so good, right? And at the same time, it kind of you up. 2.5 months ago, I got fired from my job, and now I'm dealing with issues with like immigration and shit, right? Because I'm not from Europe and I live here. And if you want to live here as a non-European, you have to have a job, right? Or like be married or whatever. And I kind of just like found this game, bro, and it kind of sucked me in. And now 2 months later, I still haven't looked for a job, so I might get kicked out of the country.
So she was working for this nightclub, and me and a couple of my guys went in for hang out sort of thing, and check out the babes. And she was like, "Oh shit, it's my cousin." And anyway, so we started talking like, well, we're not really cousins. She came over the table after, and we were talking and stuff like that, and we kept drinking and shit. And anyway, so I went back to the hotel where like most of my family were staying, and she popped in to say hi, and here I am drunk off my tits. So she came up, and we're having a discussion. We're sitting on the couch, drinking and having a good old time. And then next thing you know, we're in the bedroom having a good old.
I matched with this Mexican chick. She went to Michigan State, so like yeah, like I live like about an hour and a half away from there. So we're taking it up. We want to meet up. So I go over there. I meet up with her at MSU, bro. So I go to her dorm. Boom's open it. Boom, I hit it. Okay. Hit that shit raw. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just nasty. Okay. Complete stranger. But then like, once I cut her off, she kept calling me off different numbers, talking about this, that. I'm pregnant.
Yeah, she's 12. That's literally the worst life decision, because like I'm at the point where I don't want to talk to her, right? Because I found out she's 12, right? And if I block her, I think she's gonna report me, right?
Because it's not good to go to when you're sad, get alcohol poisoning or ruin your liver or appendix, and you can die from it. It's just overall not good.
Messing around with the hot glue gun when I was in middle school. It was for an art project.
I got the paperwork. I need an abortion, this, that. I need $300. I'm freaking out. So I didn't even care. I'm like, look. I don't even need to see the paperwork here. Just take the shit. Leave me the alone. Block. But I guess she wasn't, dude. I guess she just got me. Because she made me send it to another account. I guess her sister's account. Don't be silly, Wrap Your Willy.
Instead of hiding up in my room while my parents were downstairs yelling all the time, I wish I just went outside instead. Met some new faces, Because nowadays, I'm awkward as shit in real life. I don't know what I'm doing around people, and every time I get in a relationship, it always ends because of my lack of communication.
Letting depression get to me. That's my worst life decision. It doesn't just like hurt you, but it will hurt people around you too if you're not careful. I've hurt some people because of depression.
Anyway, we woke up like 8 a.m. the next morning. My mum comes in, wakes me to get out of bed because we were heading somewhere out of nowhere. And she sees a naked cousin in bed right next to me. And I was like, oh, how do I explain this? Anyway, so it ended up being that I've been pretty much disowned from the family now. And so is she. But, shit happens, right? Don't get drunk, kids.
All the hot glue just spilled right out onto my finger. It gave me a freaking 2nd-degree burn on from the tip of my finger all the way down to the freaking knuckle. Because the thing with hot glue is you can't just go, wipe it like and it's gone. No, it's like wipe, smear. So yeah, I failed that assignment because I didn't finish it in time. And I was like, wow, that really sucked. Why was I the only one who didn't get a partner?
One of my buddies, he was going into the military, the Marines. His dad, as well, is a Marine, but he was coming in from deployment finally. And I didn't know about that. I didn't know his father was actually part of the military. He knew I was dating his sister, and lo and behold, it got crazy. And I know how dangerous his dad is. And his dad never liked me. None of their family did, technically. And the one day that I decided to hit that in their house, he comes home, and I hear his voice. And last second, he opens the door and just catches us. All I remember doing was slamming open her window, because they have that back. They have, you know how some houses have that back porch thing, like just over the backyard. I jump onto that shit. I'm running, and all I know is my feet are cut up and everything. And I'm just screaming in pain because I'm like, oh, my house is literally 3 miles away from theirs. And I remember I'm just having to walk, try to get home naked.
Nah, bro. Plan B pill. It works wonders, but that shit's expensive, dude. Wrap it up, kids. Condoms are way cheaper than the Plan B pill. All right, you heard it from yours truly. You know, you initiate the little razzle dazzle. You know, you find yourself a fine lassie. You know, you take her home. You have yourselves a jolly good time. Things start to heat up a wee bit. If you catch my drift, you know, things go from Netflix and chill to Netflix and not so chill anymore. Heating up in the room, you know. You spur of the moment, you realize you ain't got a condom, you say, I'll just use the pull-out method. But even if you do, it's not exactly that trustworthy of a method, lads. And also, you know, some of us just, you don't know, sometimes you explode a little, or expect to, right? All right. Now, you picture this, 2 hours later, you're going down to a CVS pharmacy. You show up, hey, how much for this tiny little pill, the Plan B pill? You know, just for that extra reassurance, because, you know, you don't want to pay, you know, child support the next 18 years of your life or have to raise a kiddo, you know? So, boom, for $60. Think about that. That's a AAA title. I could have gotten Fallout 4 when it was, like, brand new. Oh, man, I could have gotten so much for a pill. Boom, just down the hatch for her. All fun and games, right? Yeah. Condoms, wrap it up. Expensive ass pill, not worth it.
About 3 years ago, I was working at McDonald's, and I was doing the dishes, and my dumbass broke a coffee pot. Instead of putting the coffee pot in a cardboard box, we can't put broken glass in the garbage, you know, so we put it in a cardboard box. Well, my dumbass was too lazy to do that, so I put it in the garbage. And then, about an hour later, I forgot I put it in there, so I went to change out the garbage, and I ended up cutting myself on that glass, and it up my hand real bad, and now I can't feel my fingers in my right hand because I was too lazy to put broken glass where it's supposed to go.
I don't mean to laugh, it's for some reason I got reminded of a really up one. I had one of my uncles, and let's just say he had a tendency to fall a lot because he was big. He's really big, and it came to a point to where he was falling so often, and we were kind of worried about him, and I decided, no, I'm gonna give him a life alert. Lo and behold, that one day I got him a life alert. He didn't even wear it, and he fell down his stairs. Because for some reason, I don't understand why I laugh at it to this day. It's like because I realized I got him the life alert, and the first thing that went through my head when I realized he didn't have it near him was, I've fallen and I can't get up. The first thing I said when I got there, and I'm like, oh shit, wait, why did I say that? And right in front of everyone too. Everyone's crying, everyone's feeling okay, and then I'm just like, I've fallen and I can't get up. I can admit I feel bad. I feel real bad.
I was drinking some friends that night. There's this huge hill right next to my college, right? This huge hill, and I have a bike, and I was like, yo, let's go down the hill going 25, right? 25, 30, maybe even 40 if you do aerodynamic bullshit. And so we go down the hill, drunk as, you know, I trip it, and I literally get yeeted off the bike, and I land on the ground going like 30 miles an hour, and my head hit the concrete, and I like rolled an extra 25 feet, and I up my shoulder. That's what actually happened. Stupid decision. Don't bike when you're drunk.
Like I said, last Friday I've been drinking till 2 p.m. Because that's just how I am, you know. Like if I don't have shit to do, I kind of just lose myself. my sleep schedule, and then I get depressed, and then. But at the same time, you know, it's chill, bro. And like I met some great people on here. We're hanging out, lots of laughs. Met my girlfriend on here as well.
Yo, I just watched you today for the first time.
Bro, I literally just busted to one of your videos like yesterday.
Yo, what's good to the last 3% of people that actually stayed to watch my entire video? I love you and appreciate you. You guys have a special place in my heart for staying till the end of this video. I just wanted to let you know that this video is just half of what's really out there. The full video is going to be on my Patreon site, so look in the cards above or in the description below if you want to see the full version of this video. There's like 10 more minutes left of it. So yes, that does mean my Patreon supporters get not only a stainless steel V card and a bunch of Discord benefits, but they get the exclusive version to every single video that I upload on this channel. So if you want to be a Patreon supporter, you know where to press.